Good morning to all of you. Welcome back to the Namaste experience. So good to be with you. I'm here at beautiful St. Francis of Assisi Church outside Portland. I've already been out scoping the area, sharing the food and everything that I have in the back of the van here, and clothing, but most of all, love. And I know that you all join me in that experience of sharing only love, whether it come through physical nourishment or spiritual love, whatever it is that extension of love that is our source. So wonderful to be here. I'm going to be here more consistently than I have been in the past, but I see Vicki is there at Namaste Village, which I'm so thrilled to know. And we're going to start. Oh, by the way, I also know that Lisa Natoli is with us today. I'm so grateful that Lisa is going to be joining us. I'm going to turn it over to Lisa and Vicki in just a moment, but I want to begin with the parable. First of all, just being here, as this is like my little monastery, this beautiful church. It has the church bells and in a beautiful setting here in the forest. It's my little St. Francis monastery. And it reminds me of times in my earlier life when I thought or I imagined that I was further along the spiritual path than I actually was. And it was that feeling that made me reach out and pull this parable out of my heart. So let me share this with all of you. And it is called The Parable of the Shattered Mirror. So this is a parable about the times when we all think that we believe that we are further along the path of enlightenment instead of knowing that we never really left our home. It's that knowing, that certainty that we're searching for. So here's the parable. A young man came to the mother at her ashram high in the mountains. He had read many holy books, and he spoke in gentle, even tones. Worst of all, he believed himself to be an awakened being. A small entourage followed him, and when he finally arrived in front of the mother, he stood tall, refusing to bow, as was the custom. He said to Mother, "Since my awakening, I see everything as it really is. I have conquered anger, set all pride aside, and have mastered the art of peace. I've come to see you because we are aligned in a great mission, and I wanted you to know that I'm here to draw nectar from the great tree you have planted here, and to offer my own." Mother looked at him kindly and then bowed her head and said, "Come, I want to show you something." She led him inside the ashram, an area that few of her disciples had ever seen, where a tall mirror stood, framed in gold, polished bright. The young man looked into the mirror and saw himself, composed, graceful, almost glowing. He smiled and said, "This is who I have become. Look at this stately reflection. Look at the wisdom that flows from his head, his body, and even his feet." Then, without a word, the mother picked up a stone and hurled it into the mirror. The glass shattered. The young man gasped, shocked by the sudden violent act. "What have you done?" he said. "That was so beautiful. Why have you destroyed this vision?" Mother knelt down beside the fragments and said, "Look again." He bent down and peered into the shards. In one, he saw his hunger for praise. In another, the resentment he had buried deep within his mind. And in another, he saw all the fear that he was faking it all. And in one small, sharp edge, he saw a child's face, his own, still waiting to be held, lost in loneliness. He looked up at the mother, trembling, and said, "Why would you do this to me? I came here to offer my wisdom and light, and you have broken me into pieces." She answered, saying, "The offense that shatters an illusion is a kindness in disguise." The offense that shatters an illusion is a kindness in disguise. Your peace was a performance. Your reflection was not the truth, only the image that you wanted to see, an image that was never real. Now that it's broken, you are free. "How am I free?" the man said to her. "I can feel memories arise that frighten and maim my heart. You have not set me free, but created a prison where I cannot find my life." Mother walked up to the young guru and wrapped her arms around him as he began to weep. "The stone I threw at the mirror did not break you. It broke the illusion of you. The truth I now hold cannot be broken or hurt in any way. The truth stands secure against every propped up illusion. And now that the projection of your specialness has been shattered, you are free to be truly helpful in ways that would have been impossible before. Yes, it is disheartening when this specialness is first removed, but I promise that it is the first step toward true mastery, the foundation of which can only be known through kindness and humility. From that moment on, the young man lived in the ashram not as the image of glory used to convince others of his special place, but as a servant whose gentle nature inspired everyone who entered the mother's home. Humility. How often do we all believe that we're further along the path instead of knowing, that deep sense of knowing that we never left our true home? This is really the step into whole-mindedness. It's not a thought, an idea. It's not a pretending. It's an actual experience, or what St. Paul called the peace that surpasses understanding. This is the experience that surpasses any idea that we've ever had of what that experience might be like. To know that God, the divine, the beloved, is always in us, as us, showering in every direction. I love this part here where it says, "The truth stands secure against every propped up illusion. And now that the projection of your specialness has been shattered, you are free to be truly helpful in ways that would have been impossible before." We all know that we are here to be truly helpful. We're here to represent the one who sent us, not to be mainly helpful or mostly helpful, but to be helpful from a degree of soul awareness and soul giving, that every word we speak, every action we take is the beloved acting through us, not an identity that is trying to take special attention or trying to see itself in a way that it has not quite gotten to yet. Remember humility. This is one of the keys to the spiritual awakening. To be so humble, to be so removed from the idea of self that we merge in with that sacred self that is always sleeping and then rising within us. So I hope this little parable gets us headed in the right direction. I'm going to turn it over to, let's start with Vicki, and then I'd love to hear what Lisa is going to share as well. So good morning, Vicki.
Good morning, Brother James, and so wonderful to see you, even though it's only been a few days. And Lisa, so wonderful to see you. I don't quite see you yet, but I know you're there. And oh, mirror, mirror on the wall, what a great parable to set us free, and how simple. Whatever has been shattered, or we're disappointed in, or we're worried about our country, our arm, our clothes, our relationship, shatter them all. It sets us all free. It sets us free just to be, because humility is just knowing I don't know. It's knowing that, and knowing right where we are, everything is already known if we just open to it. And what you said too, that that only desire to be truly helpful, that's the key, because it's a given. It's not trying to get anything. It's how can I really give? I don't know. Show me. Anyway, I love the images that you used, and I think we can all identify with them. And the idols we've replaced with being present are always all around us. And a dear sister is here today, Kate, that's Lisa, and she reminded me, or she shared an experience she had with a sister of ours, James Clare. And Claire came to her in a holy instant, and she told her something very simple. She said, "This is how you're going to know it was Claire." She said, "I am here. I am now. Ciao." She just told me, so I had to share it with you, because that's the everything. That's everything right here, right now. There's nothing to do. It's all just letting go of the surface things we've layered on top, that we've made idols of, whether it's our world, our country, our bodies. No more idols. When you don't know, we're free, free to be wholly happy, wholly present. So that's all I want to say. And Lisa, I'll turn to you, see what you want to
Uh,
share.
I love you so much. I wanted to ask if anybody has admin functionality on this Zoom call, if they want to make me a co-host. I can put myself next to you, which I would love, Vicky, to and Bill's here also
Oh,
in the house. You just go up to those three blue buttons on my photo and just make me a co-host, and then I can I loved James. I absolutely love that parable, and it's such a good one. Let me see here. Pin. Where's Vicky? Add pin. Ta-da! Side by side, everyone.
No, you have to spotlight her.
Oh, spotlight. Remove spotlight.
voices from the tech crew.
Yeah, from the tech group.
There you go. That's you. Now put Vic up.
Ta-da!
That's it.
Uh, yeah, James, that was such a great parable to start with because I think many of us have been on a spiritual path for such a long time, and we think we're going somewhere, and we're doing the workbook lessons of A Course in Miracles, and we're doing forgiveness work, and we're, letting go of guilt, and we're doing all of these things, and there's like some belief that we're going to arrive somewhere later. But the truth is that our self is here shining now. It's shining in me now. It's not later. We don't have to earn it. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to be good. And it's a recognition. Like A Course in Miracles says that enlightenment is not a change at all. It's but a recognition. It's a recognition of what I am. And this I am is our shared nature. And so this is the great awakening that A Course in Miracles talks about. And I look at like the politics of the world right now, and just in my lifetime, I don't remember a time it's been this divided and this much fear that I'm seeing. And I see it that it is the great awakening. I see that 2020 with COVID and all that entailed was the last big event in this world that could have been a time for the awakening. But so many people were in so much fear and blaming that they didn't understand what the awakening is, that we know what we are, and here we are again. And it's just such an amazing thing. When I look at this morning, I sent out an email message, and I was looking at the first 50 lessons of A Course in Miracles, just kind of like flipping through the book real quick. And it talks about the light of ourself. Holiness shines away the self-image that we made. So we have to look at the self-image that I made, that I'm irritated or angry or fearful or worried about money, worried about the economy, worried about the body. That's a self-image that we, each and every one of us made, and it's different for all of us. Some of us, the self-image is powerful and strong, and some is weak and frail and a victim, and it's all the same. It's all the same. And when we remember the truth, the light that we are, our innocence, it shines away that image. You want me to add Bill?
Yeah,
Let's
definitely.
see. Oh, pin him, add us back. And let's do the ta-da, and there's James.
You have to use a spotlight. Pinning it is only going to show up on your own computer.
How do I do it?
So amazing.
Yes.
That's all right. You
Bill,
don't
you'd
need
like
this.
to
You don't need to
voice.
spotlight all of them. You could just,
Oh,
each person who talks will still show up.
Oh, I see. Okay. Bill, do you have anything to add to what I just shared?
Well, I mean, I could, I love the parable that James gave, and I also love the idea that the pandemic was actually for us. I mean, when we first saw the Corona-19 thing, it's like, oh, Corona-19, what is that? Well, it's kind of like when the body gets sick. Consciousness has a way of making you stop for a moment, of putting you in bed or putting you at rest, and you don't have a choice. And the pandemic did that for the world. If you looked at some of the drone shots of New York City and big cities like Chicago, there was nothing happening. It was consciousness's way of saying, okay, be still, world, humans, everything except the trees and the vegetation. Be still. And we got to see a different experience, and we got to be more quiet. A lot of people did amazing things creatively, wrote books, and we started our first conferences in COVID, right when James and I got back from that 2 month journey, which was, oh my God, amazing. It was like the journey of a lifetime. And then consciousness brings us COVID, another journey of a lifetime that we can only appreciate. And even this chaotic, crazy thing that we're in right now called politics and global whatever, consciousness makes no mistakes. Don't waste this time. Each trigger, each upset, each emotional, appalling, angry experience that you have is like a fragment of glass that wants to be seen and set on the altar of truth. And why? So that you can really see and know the self that James is pointing to. And thank you for for inviting me or Lisa, and Lisa, me, and James, and all of you at Namaste Village. I see many familiar faces that I love, and Those that I don't know, I love you too. You guys are awesome. And this is an awesome time in our world. Don't waste it. Every single upset is for you, and it will take you deeper into your awakening experience when you welcome it and love it as yourself, because that's what it is. I
Mm.
love you all.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you so much, Lisa, Vicki, and you have all three brought me even deeper into this experience of what it really means to awaken, not to believe or to think, but to know that this is true, this is real. And Bill, I love what you said, that it's about holding still now. Everything that happens is fuel for the awakening if we let it be that. If we resist it or say it should be something else, it should be different, then we miss the opportunity. And there is a great opportunity before us now, even with all of the division and the polarization and the fear. This is the moment when we can harness that energy and step into an actual experience, not an imagined one, but an actual experience. And it begins with being still and knowing I am God. We hear that prayer a lot. Be still and know I am God. And if we can do exactly that and just love one another no matter what, whether we agree with each other or whether we disagree, none of that matters. During the retreat that Vicki and I had this past weekend, I shared my own personal credo, especially as I'm walking this path here at St. Francis Church and feeding the homeless and just doing whatever I can to shine this light on the shadowy places of my own mind. And the credo was simply, I don't care who you voted for. Come and walk with me. It doesn't matter to me who you support, left or right, conservative, liberal. Come serve with me. There's nothing that you can do that will change the way that I feel about you. So come love with me and with your God. That's the energy that we can harness today. If we want to look at all those little fragments, like Bill said, and like the parable said, when the glass or the mirror shatters, we can look at each one and see an aspect of that hold back, how we've held back from love. And each one is an opportunity to heal. And there has probably never been a greater opportunity to heal than the one that we're in right now. So, Bill, Lisa, Vicki, thanks for that. And let's turn to Calico now and see if she can wrap us up and take us home.
Oh, this is beautiful. And, thank you, James, for that. I was just sitting here thinking, all those fragments of my duality is when I say, you voted for who? It's like, it has nothing to do with them. It's my decision to split off and make me better than you, or you better than me, or however that works. It's like those are the fragments of my mind that need healing. And this is, I just need to say on the retreat, I had the opportunity to be with one woman that had much fear about the state of the politics. And I mean, a lot of fear. And I just put my hand on her arm, and it was like my reminder to me that we're in this together. You're not alone. And it's not the fear of something specific. It's the fear that we're no longer a part of God. And that's just silly. We all are, Republicans, Democrats, Trump, not Trump. We're all part of God. And it's like, I have to keep remembering that and putting that in specifically to my healing. So anyway, thank you. This has been a great, great session.
They always are, aren't they? When we let go and let God and just let ourselves be guided in that perfect direction that leads us home. Even when that mirror shatters and we get down on our hands and knees and look at all of those shards, and we see all of those different things that maybe have scared us or frightened us in the past. They all remind us we're on the journey to the home that we never left except in our imagination. So, Bill, Lisa, Vicki, any final words?
Thank you. I love you.
I
Only
love
love.
you. I
Only
was
love.
just going to say the same thing. I love you. And I think the most important thing today also is just this reminder. It doesn't matter who anyone voted for. It doesn't matter. Our job is to look beyond the appearance. When someone is in fear and they have forgotten what they act out. And it's not our job to participate in the drama and the fear with them. Our job is to remember the truth, to always remember the light that is beyond all appearances. James, I love that you're there. Just being just with the people. I love Vicki that you are down there in Namaste. I agree with Bill. It's so good to see all of you on the gallery. Um, and all of you there and in Mexico, Kate, everyone, I love you. Thank you so much.
Love you.
Bill, any final words from you?
Only two. I have three suggestions. And I don't know, maybe it's the year that these 3 points come up. But the highest teaching that Ramana Maharshi pointed to, and other great teachers, the highest teachings, it's also in the Course in Miracles, is silence, stillness. Be the stillness of the self. Abide there, and you'll remain the seer of experience. The seer, the great prophets that were, if you read some of the Old Testament, they were known as seers. They were speaking about us. Stay the seer of experience without commentary, in the silence. Abide right there. Love you all.
Wow, perfect. What a great message. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Lisa. Thanks, Vicki. Thanks for all of you. The church bell is beginning to go off, which means we've hit that exact moment of release into love. So, namaste to you all. Have a great day. And we'll see you again tomorrow. I'll be here most weeks, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So, I'll see you tomorrow morning with more great stories. Namaste.
Namaste.